Good evening, folk of the internet. Welcome to Fighting Fantasy Friday. And you know me, I'm the old geek. I'm here to read you a bedtime story or a late afternoon story for you in America. I am fully aware that DM James is currently streaming at the moment. How dare he? How dare he indeed? Hopefully you'll have us in stereo, me in one ear, him in the other. I have upgraded my computer with some extra RAM, but my internet is still flickery. So if I do freeze, you have the usual permission to use and abuse whatever gurning face I'm in at the time when I freeze, because I have no shame. So I'm going to say hello to everybody who's in chat at the moment. Hello to I Am Scorchy and Green Dragon and Daniel Kearney and R.W. Bishop, the Crafting Gamer, Echo, and Mage's Musings, Grumpy Old Slan. Yes, we have quite a congregation already. Munchy Gecko's here. You missed last week, I believe. Was it the week before? I mean, you sent a message anyway saying you missed one. But I've been spending the last hour or two reading, preparing for tomorrow. You'll be glad to know that, Slan. Getting the French accent ready for a little bit of the reign of terror. Hello, Hunger. Hello, Michael. How are you, chaps? Hope you're all well. I hope you've had something gaming related this week. There were three of us who played in Saxius's Shadow of the Demon Lords game last night, and it was more of the same, more silliness, more darkness, and I think the crowning moment was when we walked into an area where the sulfurous smell was overpowering, and Gingerbeard just said, "Will I stop breathing then?" And he held his breath till he fell unconscious. Yes. So I've got multiple people double dipping, have we? Double dipping into James's stream. Why not? Why not? In fact, what James could do is he could live stream my stream to all these people who are in his stream, and that might be amusing. Tell him he can do that if he wants. But no problem with that at all. If he wants to live stream my stream in his stream, if he can do that, I don't know if it's possible. More than welcome. It might be confusing though. Anyhow, yeah, Scorchy, the RAM improvement is helping. I've done a few tests. Something I did test last night when we were playing Shadow of the Demon Lord is that in Discord my audio has been dropping off as the session goes on. Obviously, my computer is struggling. I had no dropping off at all, so I pushed it a bit further and started a YouTube video running in the background in addition to our game to try and swallow up resources. And my computer coped, and it wouldn't have done that before. Would not have done that before. So I might be able to do some new bits and bobs. I'm going to try OBS at the weekend and see if my computer can cope with that, which opens up more possibilities. Anyhow, I have a character sheet. I have a character. I have a book. We have quite a full chat. Normally it takes time for chat to start rumbling. Yes, I had to. I sacrificed a ram for this. Yes, poor ram. You would not have not been enough. It had to be a ram intact. Right, Warlock of Firetop Mountain is the tome. It was green with black bits on it. Is it a bad sign when your computer shakes and trembles if you try to run more than one program? Yeah, I guess so. Mine used to just stop. It would just and then take ages to reboot. Anyhow, my troubles with mine actually started, it really started slowing down last weekend, and all I did was I installed Dropbox onto it. And from that moment onwards, my computer was like, no, I can't cope anymore. Right. We were at 177, according to my writings. I believe Daniel was keeping a map. Ah, right. Well, I have removed Dropbox from my startup routine. Now it doesn't kick in automatically. I'll only ever use it if ever I need it. But it was kicking in, starting on the auto startup, and that's the first thing I got rid of. But then the RAM arrived as well, and that has helped. But yeah, Dropbox was the pig. Daniel, there's a what's the but? Yes, but you have got the map, but oh, right, okay. Well, the mapper is on other duties. Is this a late Valentine's thing? Are you doing? I know, Daniel, you've been married multiple times. Have you learnt your lesson from previous failures? Is that what it is this time? Spend a little bit of cash. It'll be all right. Me and the wife, we did absolutely nothing. Oh, you? Oh, well, fair enough. Fair enough. Me and the wife, we did absolutely nothing Valentine's Day. Nothing at all. It was her birthday 2 weeks ago, and I took her out for a curry with the kids, and I paid for the food and all the drinks and everything. So I was already in. I wasn't saying good books, in acceptable books. We are neither nerds nor geeks at the moment. We are at super awesome people. Thanks to Squirrel Hermit on Wednesday. So everyone in chat, you are super awesome people. I am a super awesome person allegedly as well, and that's where we got to. So right, last time 177, we had just got into the maze. We had searched for secret doors. We're in a north-south passageway. To the north, we can see a passageway off to the east as well. To the south, the passageway turns westwards, but that's the way we came from. But we have found a secret door in the west wall. So I'm going to give you your three options straight away. Do we go north towards the junction with the east, where it goes east? Do we go back south, back to the beginning? Or do we go through the secret door to the west? Those are your choices. Off you go. I've made one mistake already tonight. I finished my cup of tea before the stream, so I'm going to have to disappear in about an hour to get myself a drink, because you can guarantee my throat will die. Everybody west. If and already my stream flickers. Not because I've already had shows my if that happens, we're in a narrow we just, you can't hear me. I'm back on my screen. Hopefully, because do we have any mages capable of casting 9th level spells, Munchy Gecko? Can you? Am I back for you? Because it shows a decent connection at my end now. My flickering thing has gone and come back. As soon as I say it's gone, it comes back. Right. Shall we try again? I think this might actually be a YouTube problem because and it is robot. Okay. Yeah. Blame YouTube because I have is ping YouTube. Um, uh, narrow corridor. Use a secret door. Shall we go back through the secret door? I hope that crossroads or secret door. So there's crossroads to the west. Secret. We just come through that secret door. Yes. The same thing was happening. It was just dropping randomly bits and pieces, and he'd got a really, really high spec gaming PC, really, really high spec gaming PC. So I think this might be a YouTube issue. Do some people want to go back through the secret door, back the way we came? Really, really. Secret door is back. We've just come through the secret door. Do you want to go back again, or do you want to go to the crossroads, the new area? A bit of cult's not a bad idea. Sausage toes. I rather like the cult. Though I like their early stuff, specifically that first album, Dreamtime, just after they'd stopped being the Southern Death Cult. Got loads of Native American inspiration to it, to the lyrics and the sounds in it. Really, really good. Really, really, really good. Might be a bit gothic for some of you like that. Crossroads it is. Right, we're at the crossroads. North, south, east, or west? North, south, east, or west at this crossroads? Why am I sat here with my headphones on? Don't need my headphones, do I? Duh. That's better. Free the ears. Gives me headphone hair. Makes it all stick out at the side. Look even more strange. North by northwest. Find a crop duster. Fred. Playing a cameo role. Stop it, YouTube. Being a dick. That connection thing. It tells me to use Chrome. No, Chrome's worse. I use Firefox. Okay, we are going to go north by looks of things. Yeah, most votes are for north. 312. North is 312 for the person who's doing the mapping. South would have been 246. West would have been 79. And east would have been 349. But we're going up to north, 312. You follow. Hello, Elfbait. You follow a long, narrow passageway which goes north, then west, then north again, until we find ourselves at another crossroads. Can't remember what west was. Hello, David. We're at another crossroads. To the west, the passageway goes for a few meters, then turns northwards. To the north, the passageway ends at a door. To the east, it turns south, and to the south, it goes on as far as we can see. We have options here now of we're obviously at a crossroads. So north, south, east, or west. West takes us to 187. North takes us to 54. South, 160. And east, 354. Are you all tempted by the door? Is that what it is? Okay, we go north to the door. So we go to 54. You have entered a large square room. Broken pottery lies scattered all about. One large clay vase is untouched and is full of a clear liquid. A large bowl is full of gold coins. As you enter the room, the door slams behind you and you swing around to face a strange looking creature, half man, half bull, who is glaring at you. He is a minotaur and he stalks towards you. There he is. That's a pretty decent minotaur image. Lick vase. I did get my pot I licked last week. Got it again. He lowers his head, horns pointing at your chest, and charges. You must fight him. Now, that's me being not prepared because all the dice that I had out ready are in my dice bag, which I took to my game on Monday night. So there we go. Got those ones, and I've got those ones. Right, there we go. Let's put the dice back. The dice of doom. Hoping you can hear me on distance. I am one of those annoying people who has one of those. You want to hear it roll? Ready for this? Ooh. I only use it for when get really important. Knockers indeed. So we're going to fight a Minotaur. Note the pronunciation, Americans. Minotaur or Minotaur. Kick his nuts. Cheers, Hungar. Cheers, Hungar. We're fighting him. I mean, you can assume that every time we cause damage to him, we have hoofed him in his man bits. Bull bits. No, that part of his body's man bits. Man bits. Okay. We're going to be blue. He's going to be orange because the orange hated us last week. So 8, 11. But we've got that sword that gives us extra skill. So we've won the first round. 5, 4. Won the second round. We're beating up the Minotaur. And that round. Oh, I 8, 12 is a one more. 4, 5. There we go. Got him. We've got him without him hurting us. We're that hard. And you still hear me? I blame YouTube. Just write a nasty email to YouTube. We have a key, L. We have key number 99. Okay. Turn to 258. You sort through the broken pots and find little of interest. The liquid looks, smells, and tastes like water. The coins in the pot are, but 8 genuine gold pieces lie on the surface of the pile. Underneath, they're mainly just painted pieces of pot. So we add 8 real gold pieces. As you tip the vase out, it slips and breaks, and a red-coloured key appears, hidden inside a false bottom in the bowl. You may take this key. It is inscribed with the number 111. Oh, yes, the CEO of YouTube has announced she's going. It's just it's been wobbly for a little while. And quite a few people, quite a few streamers have said things played up. Okay, we can rest here and eat some provisions and recover some luck if we need to. I say yes, let's eat provisions. We're up to maximum everything. Yeah, we kicked ass. We've got 13 skill. We started with 11 and we've got a +2 sword, which gives us 13 skill. So nothing's going to kick us in a fight. We just need to find the right keys. I preempted you, Daniel. I've already said we rest. We have rested. We're on. Yeah, our provisions could have been Minotaur steaks. Nice bit of beef. Okay, we leave the room. Make a drinking horn. Take a while hollowing it out. That could be something. When we've conquered Firetop Mountain, we'll say we come back for the Minotaur horn to make a drinking horn. That's a good idea. We are now standing outside a door at the north end of a north-south passage. Do we go south or do we go back into the Minotaur room? See you, Daniel. Daniel was our mapper. So hopefully someone else will take over. No, I would say a Minotaur is a different species, so it's not cannibalism. South. Down south. The advantage of working in a vaping shop. Freebie. Rep came into the shop. You want to try these out? Go on then. Turn to 308. We are standing back at that crossroads where we can go west to 187, for if anyone's keeping the map. North to 54, that's the way we've just come. South to 160, or east to 354. So north, south, east, and west. Cheers, Daniel. I don't want to get drawn into the whole race species argument. The term race is baked into fantasy games, even if it was the wrong term to use in the first place, but it's now baked into it, so it's part of the lore of the games. I'll keep using it. It's just natural to me. North takes us back to the door. Were you not paying attention? We did just come from the north. Yes. We do have 3 votes for west. Different species can interbreed, but usually the offspring are sterile. For example, the mule, the liger. Anyhow, there probably are more secret doors. So are we going west? West? I think west was winning anyway. West, 187. You're standing in the corner of a bend in the passage. To the north, the passage ends in a dead end. Shall we investigate the dead end, or shall we go back east? Are you saying I'm a half-breed? Al. Are you saying I'm a half-breed? Are you saying my mum was a half-breed? Could be. I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, I'm half. Put in chat. Geek is half human, half what? Half whatever you want. Yeah, I'm British. Yes, I'm British. Proud to be so as well. Proud to have given you your language, which you butchered. That was predictable, Mage's Musings. That was predictable. I once went to a fancy dress party with a theme of film characters, film and cartoon characters, where the whole family come along as Scooby-Doo and all that lot. We had a Captain Caveman. We had all sorts there. I went as Bilbo Baggins, and I was told, nice costume, but you're not eligible for any of the prizes because you've come along as yourself. So that was at my cricket club. And that did result in quite a lot of banter on the field over the next season or so. So I was a bowler. As I was coming in to bowl, people in my team would shout out, "Bowl him a precious ball," and things like that. I stuck some fluff on the top of my feet. I was barefoot and I stuck fluff on the top of my feet. I don't have particularly big flappy feet though. British size 8s. Don't know what an American size is. Eye to eye with Warwick Davis, I'll have you know. Eye to eye. So anyway, what were we doing? What were we doing? Investigating. Yes, investigating. Okay, where were we? To investigate, it turned to 171. So we investigate the wall. You find no secret passages, but as you press the walls, you hear a click. You feel dizzy and slump to the ground. When you come to, the surroundings look strange. This is how we get lost in the maze, because I remember what this does. We now stand at a crossroads. To go north, we can go north, south, east, or west. If anyone's been keeping a map, the numbers we turn to here are 312, 246, 79, and 349. North is 312, south is 246, west is 79, east is 349. My Frodo feet. I did. You want to see my foot? That's my foot. There you go. That's my foot. Normal size. Bit fat. Always had fat feet. Bit gnarly as well. From 10 years of doing judo, that causes issues with the feet. Always got mat burns if you've ever done a martial art. You'll understand what state your feet get into on those mats. There was always blood. Always blood. Once I ended a fight with a piece of somebody's ankle skin embedded in my big toenail. That was nice. North, south, east, or west? Come on. North, south, east, or west? We've got one vote for north, one vote for west so far. Two north, one west at the moment. One south now. Here's the feet incident has caused 2 or 3 people to drop out of chat. I do apologize. I do apologize for showing you my foot. Sorry to those of you who dropped out on seeing my foot. North is currently winning just. We have 3 north, 2 south, and 2 west. The agony of defeat, the agony of dad jokes. Should I do all my thumbnails for my videos next week? Will be pictures of my feet, and shall we see how many subscribers we gain or lose? I reckon we'll lose feet. Right, we're going to go north because that has just won. We don't know who the new YouTube CEO is going to be. Dread to think. Wednesday's topic this week is dungeon creation, techniques for creating dungeons, reasons for creating dungeons, that sort of thing. So if you like making dungeons, we'll be having a chat about making dungeons. You follow a long, narrow passageway which goes north, then west, then north again, and you eventually find yourself at a crossroads. This is 308. DK isn't in the thumbnail. He is on the picture I use, but it crops him out every single time because the YouTube crops the thumbnail thing down, and I've got a little leprechaun picture at the bottom. And it crops it out every time. I keep meaning to move DK in that thumbnail so you can see him. But it is a little leprechaun. This does sound familiar, 308. We're standing at a crossroads. West to 187, north to 54, south to 160, or east to 354. And yes, west is the dead end, and north is the Minotaur room. So I would suggest south and east are your options, but which direction did we come from? We came from the east, I think. The dead end teleported us back. We already beat the Minotaur. Hunger's falling down on his knees. Are you looking for a secret door in the floor there, Hunger? Or are you just trying to catch a rat for your lunch? We're fine on rations. We've got 8. We came from the south. Okay. I thought we came from the east because the passageway bent. I thought it did that sort of. Crossroads blues. In your part of the world, there's probably songs about that. You want to go west, so we get play it to you. But wobble happening again. As long as you can still hear me, that matters, because I've got the YouTube wobble again. I've got that. I'm getting a flicking black screen, which is a pain in the posterior, le derrière. So yeah, you've decided to go west again. What was that? Was it Einstein's definition of insanity? Doing the same thing multiple times and expecting different results? We are standing at the corner of a bend in the passage. To the north, the passage ends in a dead end. Do we investigate that dead end again, or do we go east back to that crossroads? I don't know who RPG is dumb is. I know who Garibay is. I made a video mocking him. I don't know if you all remember that one. That was my fat nerd in a car video. Shauna blocked me years ago. Well, 6 months ago. As soon as I opened my mouth in chat, block from Shauna. No, there's nothing about south here. No. We've gone west. We're at a bend in the passage. To the north, the passage ends in a dead end, or we can go east back to the crossroads. Oh, when Legion of Myth did that live game of Rifts. I watched bits of it. DM seemed all right. I don't know him, obviously, but how does Shano expect his channel to get any views if he annoys everybody in the community? Community. I shouldn't say community show. Yeah, people don't like being called a community. If he annoys all the gamers around who hang around on YouTube by blocking them, it's to be honest, you know how much I care about the Watsy situation at the moment. I'm completely zoned out on that. Completely zoned out on that. Okay. People want to go back east. Should have blocked you for saying you mostly like what he has to say. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right. We go back east. Hang on, I've turned to the wrong place there. Back east takes us to 308 again. We're back at that crossroads where we can go west, north, south, or east. And 187, 54, 160, or 354. We have been 3 of those ways before. Which one haven't we been to? Well, I think the new way is south, because as far as I know, the East Passageway bends a bit and it's sort of throwing you off a little bit. You can go east if you want. We're dropping people from chat now. People are leaving. People don't like mazes. Or is it dinner time in America? That's what usually happens midstream, dinner time in America. So I'm going to give you your choices again, and I'm going to rule out north and west now because I say so. Because we've been those ways, we know what's those ways. We can either go south or we can go east. South is 160, east is 354. Currently, we have. It's lots of different times in the USA, though, isn't it, Elfbait? Because you can't decide what time it is. You've got 4 time zones or whatever. 5 time zones. Yeah, okay. 6, 5. You've got Pacific, Mountain, Central, and Eastern. We often eat at 5 p.m. here. Depends what time kids get back and stuff. Mainly because my wife goes to bed about 9, half 9 most nights. So she likes to eat as soon as she gets home from work, between 5 and half past. Alaska is 3 time zones. Of course, because it's right up. Yeah. I can understand. I can understand that because it's big. So it looks like most people want to go east. 354. Obviously, time zones of the USA. I like only like in YouTube's broadcasting. YouTube is my connection is far back. It says up there that I've got. Tell me when I'm back, chat. If all sounds like really happy about that, this Les Canadians. Am I here again? Tell me when you can see me again. Hmm. Now, oh, see, I've got the finest 720p. Must be said. Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Should be back. Hopefully back. Back. Marvelous. Marvelous. Right. Next time it starts playing up, I'm just going to close my browser and come back in because that's what that's all I just did. And that's what the extra 4 gig of RAM does. Quick close browser, quick back in. Hooray! Couldn't do that very quickly before. Right. Where were we? After that little palaver. We can go west back to 308, where we've been multiple times before. South down to 52. We could head west, checking for secret passageways, or we can go south, checking for secret passageways. Those are your choices. There's no east option here. We've got west, 308. South, 52. West, checking for secret passages, or south, checking for secret passages. East isn't an option. Oops, indeed. Oops, indeed. Currently, South Not Secret is winning. Hello, Straw Piglet. South has 3 votes. South Secret has. Yeah, there are 2 West options. There's 2 South options as well. There's West, West Secret, South, and South Secret. South Not Secret is still winning. South Secret is now tied with South Not Secret. I need a new chair as well because this one squeaks. Right, I'm going to use dice to resolve the tie. I'm going to roll this one. Nice blue one. Okay. Oh, well, Justin, if you want to choose yours to add secret to yours, there we go. South secrets now done. Now done. Okay. 234. You find no secret passageways. However, your rummagings attract the attention of something sinister. Turn to 161 to find out what we fight. Number 2, an orc. We're fighting an orc. It has skill of 6. We have skill of 13. Die, orc, die. And it's only got 3 stamina points, so that really was a complete waste of time. We are in a north-south passage. To go north, turn to 354. To go south, turn to 52. 52 is where we were going originally. So I'm going back north takes us straight back to that crossroads. So I'm going to jump ahead and say 52. We're at a T-junction where a passage to the east comes off a north-south corridor. 5 options here. North secret, south secret, or east. No option to look for secret doors going east. So north secret, south secret, or east. Those are your five options. Put my teeth in. It's a dead orc. The only good orc is a dead orc. Okay, chat. Right. I'm just going to pause for a moment. You're all going north secret. We've just come from the north and checked for secret doors. I'm wondering if chat has been drinking tonight. You understand that? So, okay. Right, so you just want to go backwards and forwards, checking for secret doors, fighting orcs. Is that what it is? Harvesting experience points. But maybe we missed it. This isn't D&D where you roll a D6 and on a 1 in 6 you find a secret door. Okay, north secret 234. Oh yes, we've just been to 234. We find no secret doors. And an orc attacks us. I've rolled 2 again. And it's got 6 skill and 3 stamina again. And we've kicked its ass again. Okay. So having had that encounter, we are in a north-south passageway. We can go north to 354 or south to 52. Is anyone getting any sort of deja vu here? Am I being trolled by chat tonight? Are you all in that mood where it's like, Geek's having a bad time with his internet, so let's just wind him up even more? I think so. Are you all the sort of D&D players who, when I say let's play a human-based campaign, you all turn up for the first session with a party of elves, dwarves, and halflings? Andrew, we did have someone keeping a map, but he was under orders to take his wife out So he did. So the map is currently on Daniel's desk while he's out enjoying a drink and a meal with his missus. So we're going south. Okay. Dereliction of duty. Yeah, he was told. He was told. We had words. You are standing at a T-junction where passage to the east comes off a north-south corridor. We can go south. We could go south looking for secret doors. We can go north. We can go north looking for secret doors. Or we can go east. Mage, I said humans, not demi-humans. I have. Yeah, last time we played Warlock of Firetop Mountain, we walked around in circles until we randomly found the way through, and then we died because we hadn't got all the keys. That's the way it goes. We're probably going to die because we haven't got all the keys this time. Because you know what? The first half of the book, we went exactly the same way as we went last time. And probably missed all the keys we need. But such is life. Such is life. Are we going east now? Going east. Okay. We go east. I've been summoned into work on Monday, covering an extra shift. Mondays are dead in our shop, so what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to take Warlock of Firetop Mountain in with me, and I'm going to draw an incarnate map while I'm at work of this book. I think that's a productive way of spending 8 hours in a shop when we have about 10 customers all day on a Monday. You're standing in the middle of an east-west corridor. To the east is a dead end, which we can investigate. To the west is a familiar junction. But there's another passageway, quite a short one, leading off to the north, ending in a large wooden door. So we can go east to the dead end, west to the junction we've just come from, or we can have a look at this door. Up to you. East, west, or door, which is to the north. Drink the brandy to recover some fear. Door's winning. 3 for door, 1 for dead end. Any more votes? The stream looks nice. It's nice and stable now. Maybe that's all I need to do each time this happens is refresh. In which case, it might even be a Firefox issue. Maybe I should use Google Chrome. Or maybe not. I hate Google Chrome. Okay, let's go to the door. Yeah, it happens again. Just press F5 on the keyboard. I'm not going to press Alt F4 though. The door opens and you find yourself in a small, smoke-filled room. Sitting in the room around a wooden table are 4 tiny men, each about 1 meter tall. That's just over 3 feet for Americans. But are apparently all fully mature, with weathered skin and long bushy beards. They're cursing, laughing, and joking as they play a card game. Each one is leaning back on his tiny chair, puffing on a long clay pipe. On the table, a number of copper coins and 4 mugs of ale. As you walk in, their merriment stops. They're on their guard, but they don't appear to be too dangerous. One stands up and makes some comment about your lack of manners, not knocking before you came in. The others nod their agreement. Yes, found 4 me's. What shall we do? Shall we chat to them? Try and befriend them? Apologize, bow and leave the room? Offer to join their card game? Or draw our sword and go for the leader? So chat, apologize, play cards, or fight. And we have a picture. Thing is, Shaw Piglet, we have meters here, but yet most of us, I don't know my height in meters and centimeters. I know my height in feet and inches. If I see another person, I can guess fairly accurately what their height is in feet and inches. I've got no idea in meters and centimeters. So even though we officially use metric, most of us here have been brought up to think in feet and inches and miles, pounds and ounces. Right, we've got yeah, I know, but 1 foot is roughly 30 centimeters. But what I know is I never quite made 5'6". I could sit down and I could convert it to centimeters, but I won't remember it. I know my weight in stones and pounds because we have stones. You just have pounds. So we've got 2 chat, 1 apologize, 3 play, 2 point. I know it's 2.54 centimeters per inch. Am I 165 centimeters? There we go. A stone is 14 pounds. So if you are 168 pounds, you are 12 stone. My judo fighting weight was 160 pounds. I'm a bit more than that now, which was that was 11 stone 6. But the weights were under so I know that was 73 kilos because it was the under 73 kilogram category. I'd fight in the under 90 kilogram category now. So it looks like 3 people have said you need to know for a Kinks song. Kinks were great. Kinks had a sense of humor. The Kinks pretty much invented the distorted guitar tone that's used in metal in You Really Got Me in the early 60s. 230 stones is a heart attack waiting to happen, but 230 pounds is 17 stone? Yeah, 16 and a half stone. About 16 and a half, I think. Yeah, 16 and a half. Kinks are a great band. They were a great band, the Kinks. So we're playing. We're offering to play. $100. Girl, I want to be with you all of the time, all day, and all of the night. That was the Kings. Hesitantly, they agree to let you join in. As you play and chat, they loosen up, and eventually you're all laughing and exchanging stories. They seem quite harmless. You may play cards either fairly or you may try to cheat. Do we play fairly or do we cheat? Your choice, chat. Fairly or cheat? Yeah, there's 2 different types of ton, isn't there? Or 3 different types of ton. There's lots of different types of ton. Only Echo's wanting to cheat at the moment. Watch out, Echo's about. Everyone else says fair. Okay, so we're going to play fairly. No cheating. We're gamers. We don't cheat. We trust our dice. Well, we don't trust them. We trust people to roll dice. The dice cheat us all the time. The luck of the cards may or may not be with you. You have 2 choices. You may leave all the luck to the cards, in which case throw 2 dice. If the number is even, then you lose this number of gold. If the number is odd, you win this number of gold. Alternatively, we can use our luck to help us win. Sure, yes, I think we'll use luck. Blue dice, come on, and we've got lots of luck. We've got 10 points of luck. Come on. 9. That means we've passed. We win 2d6 gold. We win 10 gold pieces. Marvelous. Okay. And we get our point of luck we spent there back straight away because we won. When this is done, turn to 131. You chat about various things and they seem eager to be friendly. They feel lonely in the dungeon with so much evil about and are happy to speak to visitors of a lawful disposition. They tell you that you are in the maze of Zagor. The only way out is to go deeper into the dungeon. They tell you that the way through the maze is to leave the room, turn right, left, keep going straight, and then they begin to get a bit vague. They're not entirely sure this is correct. So note that down. Right, left, keep going straight. Eventually you thank them and leave the room. Did offer to use provisions at that point. We don't need to. So we have left the room. We're standing in the middle of an east-west corridor. To the east is a dead end. To the west is a familiar junction. And, of course, there was the door we've just come out of. Right, left, straight. So we're heading south, turning right. So do we go west to the junction, east to the dead end, or back to the door? It's your choice. I can see my screen reflected in my glasses. So there's me on the screen reflected in my glasses. And in that reflection will be the reflection of me on the screen reflected in my glasses. Right, right, left, straight on. Right, right, left, straight on. So we're going west. Okay. 52. You're at a T-junction where passage to the east comes off a north-south corridor. North, south, or east? North, south, or east? It is indeed. It is indeed. Hello, John. Starting to gather a few more in chat now. Had a little bit of a lull. North, then, north. This takes us to 354, which is where we've been before. Okay. You are standing at a bend in the passage where we may either go west or south. West or south. This is only a bend in the passage, though, isn't it? So we've come from the south. So I'm guessing west. Everyone want to go west at this bend in the passage? I will wait for you lot to decide, because of course you might want to troll me again and take south and go backwards and forwards and just keep roaming until the stream ends in an hour. Because that seems to be what's happening. We've spent this whole stream so far in this bloody maze. Yes, west, west, west. Takes 308. Okay. Now at this junction, can you remember which way to go? West, north, south, or east? Is this where that left thing comes in? Maybe. So you got a choice. West, north, south, or east? I will say now, west takes us to that teleport, which pings us randomly into the dungeon. I can remember that. So I have a feeling where we've just turned in that corridor, that didn't count. There is one way we haven't gone for this junction. One way we haven't gone. And it can be perceived to be left. Not trying to influence you at all, except I am. Northwest, south, or east? Dyson Logos has done a map of most things, so you probably can find a map of mountain somewhere on Dyson Logo stuff. Though, as I said, I'd like to do a map in Incarnate. I've been playing with Incarnate quite a lot recently. My beard is purely laziness. That's all. I can't cultivate a big beard. My wife would go berserk. So, Justin. Oh, only mods can post links. Oh, I think I'm the only mod on the channel. Oh, well. It looks like most people are saying west here. 2 people have said east, but 3 have said west. West, 187. Right. We've seen this before. You're standing in the corner of a bend in the passage. To the north, the passage ends at a dead end. To investigate, turn to 171. Otherwise, we can go eastwards back to 386. Sorry, 308. So we can investigate the end of that passage again and trigger the teleport trap again, or we can go back and realize that we've gone the wrong way. I wonder how many people are now jumping over to Dyson Logo's blog to bring up the map. This damn map. Look, I know the way through this maze. I've been through it a couple of times. I've never got to the end with the right keys. And I have been dropping hints to the right way through. The way we haven't gone at the last crossroads. Echo, yeah. If you just want to roam around enjoying the maze, then that's completely up to you. I mean, I'm just here to perform a service. So either we go north to the dead end or east back to the crossroads. I've got 1 vote so far for east, I can see. And most people are just bantering. But Justin reckons we should activate the trap again. So we've got 1 for north, 1 for east. North takes us to 171. East takes us to 308. The way we haven't been is south at the last crossroads, which would have been left according to the way the little men told us. Oh, to be trolled and to spend your Friday night being trolled by chat. Such a worthwhile pursuit. Do we go back to the crossroads and do we go south at the crossroads? I'm just doing what my character would do. Oh. Which is the most unfortunate phrase in gaming, because you are supposed to do what your character would do, but you make the character. So if you make your character act like a dick, who's the dick? Back then south. Hooray! We've got there. We've got there. If the mage is in mage form, then he's lawful. If the mage is in skull form, that's when you don't trust him. We're trying to be like brave Sir Robin. We're trying to run away. You follow a long, narrow passageway which goes south, then east, and south again until you eventually find yourself at a crossroads. Turn to 267. Okay. Can you remember where to go straight on here? You now stand at a crossroads, north, south, west, or east. And straight on here would be south. Well, the mage is always in puppet form, but the kindly mage is the kindly puppet. He's a bit batty, but he's good-natured. It's that skull you don't trust. Ace Eric. Greetings, minions. How delicious that evil party are. Wonderful. I've just piddled in the mage's hat. Ha 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 ha. So, Justin is in full on troll mode, wanting to go north. John and Echo are saying south. North, south, east, or west. Only 3 people have voted. 7 people are lurking or just completely ignoring me. Completely ignoring me. I feel like a school teacher attempting to herd 6-year-olds. I'm out of sync, am I? Am I speaking? Oh, God. We're going south. Are we going south? Going south? We have 3 votes for south, 1 vote for north, and another vote for south. Okay, we're going to go south. 246. Don't think we've been to 246 before. You set off south along a cobbled passageway. It swings west, then south, then west again, until you find yourself at a 3-way junction. We can go north, we can go west, or we can go back east. Yes, south. I encourage it, minions. I've lost track of where everyone's voting because there's just so much spam in chat now. Okay, haven't even drank on this stream, and it's just gone silly. West. There's no south option here, Justin. There's north, west, or east. Yeah, my streams do go off the rails. We've been on the rails mostly recently. I know Wednesday's one went off the rails quite a lot, but we're talking about wizards and started talking about all the spells, and that kept diverting us. But and that was it. Even Saxius was guilty of that. But you'd be glad to know, in Saxius's Thursday night game, we've taken it completely off the rails. We're making him work. Poor Saxius. He's having to put up with me and Gingerbeard and General Nut just completely trolling him all game. Last game, he gave us a number of fairly obvious solutions to sneak into this mine. So what we decided to do instead is we're playing Shadow of the Demon Lord, and you've got a species in there called a clockwork, which is a big 8-foot tall clockwork machine, which has some sort of life imbued into it. And we come against these 2 flesh golems, and what you're meant to, there were some goblins working there. We were meant to secrete ourselves in amongst the goblins, really, and sneak into this mine area amongst the goblins, or try and blag our way in, get a job with the guy who was running the affair. No. We told the goblins to leave. We killed the man who was overseeing them, and then we decided we would tie a load of corpses to our friend, the big golem thingy, and try and make him look like a flesh golem. And we would sort of secrete ourselves in amongst the corpses. So now we've got this metallic golem thing walking in with all these rotting corpses tied to him, with goblins hiding in amongst the corpses. Yes. It can get a bit dark. Anyway, we're going west. The passageway goes west and then south, and finally you come to a stop at a dead end. Shall we return to the 3-way junction and go east, return to the 3-way junction and go north, or investigate this dead end? Up to you. I'm burping now. So go back to the junction and go east, go back to the junction and go north. We'll investigate this dead end. Flooding the mine with gasoline, or petrol as we call it over here. I don't think we've got anything flammable with us. We did have a discussion to see whether we'd understand the idea of putting canaries in cages, because Gingerbeard's character does wear a parrot suit, even though he calls himself the Pheasant. But we decided our characters wouldn't know enough about mining in order to do that. So those are the sort of discussions we have. Shall we put Gingerbeard in a cage and carry him in front of us? Yeah. Investigating the dead end. We haven't got halflings. It is the Shadow of the Demon Lord world, where there are some very different races. Oh, we've done it again. You poke around looking for signs of secret doors, but find none. You pause to ponder your situation, and a small jet of gas hisses from the ceiling. You cough and choke to clear your lungs, but collapse to your knees. Your head spins, and you flop to the floor in an unconscious heap. When you come to, you look around in an unfamiliar place. You find yourself in a north-south corridor. To the north, the passageway turns east some meters ahead. To the south, the passageway turns also east. Shall we go north or shall we go south? North or south? These are new numbers, though. They're not numbers I recognise. North is 46, south is 332. I was hinting that you should go south earlier at the place where we went south a couple of times. So I can't remember the way through this bit. I just remembered the way through the thing involving a couple of souths, key times. Okay, Echo's decided on south. John's gone for north. Justin's south. Green Dragon's north. South is winning. Just. Do you want to go south? This game is a democracy, I'm afraid. This game is a democracy. We have more souths. I've just noticed that Munchy Gecko has become Brave Sir Gecko. When did you change that? South, 332. You find yourself at a door blocking the east end of an east-west passageway. Shall we go through this door, or shall we go back the way we came? Through the door, or back the way we came? It's certainly not a meritocracy, shall we say. Hello, Jeff, the greatest dungeon master alive. Wow. Well, there's lots of people voting doors. Everyone's voting doors, apart from Brave Sir Gecko, who's voting gore. We could vote for king. How do I put a poll in chat? I don't know how to do that. Edit. No. No, I don't have to do polls. Otherwise, I'd put a poll in chat as to who should be king, and the options would be geek or geek. You set off and find yourself in the middle of a north-south passage. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Have I just gone to the wrong one? Just bear with me. We were at 4. We went south to 332. Oh, to go through the door, turn to 329. Yeah, okay. I'd gone to the right one. Oh, right. Okay. No. Oh, right. I'm not in YouTube. I'm only in StreamYard. Okay, we go through the door and find ourselves in the middle of a north-south passageway. There's a door in the western wall. Opposite the door is a passage going eastwards. To the north, you can see a door some meters ahead. To the south, we can see a junction. So we've got north, south, east, and west again. I haven't been drinking. No, I've just been driven mad. That's all. Been driven mad by about a dozen random people on the internet who are trying to drive me insane. You. Itchy back. North, south, east, or west. We're mad. We're mad. 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 He's mad. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3 for north, 1 for south, 1 for west. Could be drinking in a couple of weeks, though, couldn't we, my age? Do you reckon I should tell everyone about that, or are you going to organise it? So this is a question just for my age. Do you want me to tell everyone about possible plan for 2 weeks' time, or do you want me to just leave them on tenterhooks and give them no more details and just leave you to it? Meanwhile, we're going to go north while my age is deciding. $206. Okay, let's solidify first. Yes. You enter a large square room. In the center of the room is a grey-haired old man sitting at a desk. His desk is covered with papers and parchments of various sorts, and he holds a long quill pen. He's surrounded by books. Thousands of them line the shelves around the walls from floor to ceiling. It says here, will he recognize you? Have we been in this room before? No, we haven't. So we turn to 341. The old man glares at you as you enter the room. You may either apologize and explain that you lost your way and leave through either the door in the west or the door in the south. Alternatively, we can try to talk to him. We can be pleasant, or we can demand that he answers our questions. So we can go west, we can go south, we can be pleasant, or we can be demanding. Those are your 4 options. Everyone's in a good mood now. All happy. All happy. Turn to 220. Happy we found a new bit of the maze. He is enraged by your pleasantries. Bloody typical. He waves his hand in the air, mumbles a few strange syllables, and then points at you. You feel your head spinning and pass out and awaken in a dead-end passageway. You are standing at the north end of a short north-south passageway. We can either investigate the wall where we are, or we can go south. We're at number 171, if that rings any bells. Should do. Investigate the wall or go south. Those are your choices. We are at number 171. We've been here before. No, nothing bad ever happens to us when we investigate something. We just spend the whole entire stream in the maze in Firetop Mountain. So, 1, 2, investigate. 3, investigate. 1, 2. Oh, no. Echo changed his mind. 2, investigate. 4, south. South it is. 187. And then to 308, because 187 is just turning around a corner. We're back at 308, where we go west to 187, north to 54, Minotaur, east to 354, where we've been multiple times, or south to that cobbled bit, which appeared to be another way out. North, south, east, or west? The feeling of deja vu is strong. South. Yes. Yes. We find ourselves at a crossroads. We find ourselves at 267. I can't count. I was going the wrong way. Where we can go north, south, east, or west. It is like deja vu all over again. North to 312, south to 246, west to 79, or east to 349. North, south, east, or west. South. This is that cobblestoney passage. You go south along a cobbled passageway. It swings west, then south, then west again, until we find ourselves at a three-way junction where we can go north, west, or back east. We did go. We went west here, didn't we? I think we did. Yes, we went west to a dead end. So north west, or back east? North. It is the way we haven't been. Ah, oh yes. We have been to this place before. We find ourselves in the middle of a north-south passageway. There is a door in the western wall, which is the door we came through to get here before. There's a door to the north, which takes us to the old man who just pinged us off somewhere. Or we can go east or we can go south. So north... So north, south, east, west, north towards the door where the maze man is, or west through a door we went through before, or east or south. We've just come from the south, haven't we? So guessing east is the new way. But there was a west door from that man's room that we haven't been through. So we could go back to his room, then out through the west door, which would be an option. Back to the old man. Well, 2 are going for east, 2 are going for north. Be angry this time. There is no honor in beating an old man. I think this old man might be able to kick our asses. Okay, the votes are for north. 392. Through the wooden door, 206. Will he recognize us? Yes, he will. We've been in this room before, 284. You again, says the maze master, obviously annoyed at being disturbed. You are disturbing my concentration. Be off with you. You begin to explain that you only returned by mistake, but as you open your mouth, an icy glare from the old man silences you. You decide to leave him to it. Shall we now go through the west door or back out through the south door? New route to the west. We don't have the option to attack him this time. We don't have the option to be aggressive with him. We just have to leave. West or south. Go quick, west. Yeah, if the old man is something of the power level of Mordenkainen, then you're going to have issues with an old man, aren't you? Let's go west. Only Green Dragon says south. Everyone else says west. Okay, that takes us back to 4. We've been at 4 before. Oh, but we didn't go north here. We went south, didn't we? We find ourselves in a north-south corridor. It's obviously bent round a bit. To the north, the passageway turns east some meters ahead. Or to the south, the passageway also turns east. We went south last time. North is the new route. North. To 46. Not been to 46 before. Hold on. No. Hang on. I do apologize. North takes us back to the old man in the room. Okay. North takes us back to the old man in the room. I'd misdescribed that. So in the old man, we've gone out the west door and it turned left and south, and we teleported to there before. So we've gone back to the old man. It is a loop. Yes, it is. It is. So which way are we going to go from the old man's room? West or south? I'm getting us lost. Yes. I haven't got a sense of direction. If I ever say I know my way around, just tell me to shut up. Exit his room south. Okay. 392. Okay. Takes us to 329. There's just lots of extra little options. 329. Okay, right. Right, we have a door to our west, which we've been through before. A door to the north, which we've been through before. Or we can go south, or we can go east. We're at a bend in the corridor. There's a door to the north and a door to the west. And we go south, or we can go east. People say, yeah, south out of his room and then east. Okay. Eastwards. Clint Eastwards. The passageway runs east for several meters and then runs north. You walk a long way northwards. Shall we check for secret passages along the way, or shall we just continue northwards? Check for secret passages along the way, or just proceed northwards? Secret passage, crack on. Secrets, continue. Right, okay, so we're at 2-2 at the moment. 3-2 to check. 4-2 for check. 12 people in chat. We got up to 20 last week. We peaked at 13 tonight. Oh, is the light about to be switched off in the room? Here comes dog. Here comes dog. Right, we're checking for secret passages. There goes the light. There goes the light. There we are. Yes, we've crossed the river, Justin. We have crossed the river. Okay, 260. Hear the dog's tail on the bed. You find no secret passages. There's no wandering monster check. It just says if you're on your way north, turn to 359. The worst passages. We found none. We are now at another crossroads. This is a new crossroads where we can go north, south, east, or west. North is to 190. South 4. West is to 385. East is to 121, in case anyone's keeping a map. So north, south, east, or west at this new crossroads. Hello, puppy dog. It's a moment. Oh, sense. Sorry, 3 north, 2 west. Sorry. We can go north, south, east, or west. We have 3 votes for north. We have 1 vote for west. And my stream is flickering again. Yeah, we've crossed the river last session, John. We went in the water. We ended up paying a boatman. Any more votes? North. North it is. 4 for north. North is winning. Most of the chat are quiet. You're in a narrow north-south corridor. There's a dead end to the north. Shall we check the dead end, or shall we go back to the crossroads? You know what happens when we check? Yes, the boat. Do I have to reset the stream again? I am. I'm just going to hit F5. So just bear with me while you make your decisions. I should be back in now. Hopefully that'll sort it. Okay. Yes, I'd like to F5 the maze as well. Are we going back to the crossroads? Looks like people want to go back. Makes sense. Back to the crossroads, 359. North, south, east, west at the crossroads. Yeah, it probably is out of sync. I've had to refresh a couple of times. Back and west. So north, south, east, and west. 1 vote for west. 2 votes for west. Any more votes? 3 votes for west. So we're already back at the crossroads, Slan. I've just flicked again. Looks like we're going west. 385. You travel westwards for several paces. Then the passageway turns to the north. Some way up, you reach a junction. At this junction, we can go north, we can west, or we can go back south. Looks like I'm out of sync and people are a little bit behind. If you'd all like to F5, might bring you back in sync. Green Dragon says west. Echo says west. So I don't know if Echo was saying west to the last one or not. Probably was. There's no door here, L. We can go northwest or south. We've come from the south. North is a dead end. There's no doors. Straw Piglet's following the Echo. The Echo says west. John says west. Everyone's saying west, apart from those who are saying door when there's no door. 14 in chat now. We all appear to be all out of sync. Probably due to my connection. And 297 is west. West. We are now in an east-west corridor with a T-junction at both ends. And I'm guessing they continue westwards towards a T-junction. So that's the way we've said. West. These are all new numbers. We're now at a new three-way junction where we can go north, east, or south. We've come from the east. So I'm going to give you the option now, north or south. I'm going to filter out the options that where we've come from. So we've arrived at a T-junction. North or south of the T-junction? Yeah, new three ways are good. New three ways are very good. We have 3 votes for south, 1 vote for north at the moment. Two votes for north, 3 for south. Any more votes? 12 people in chat. So 1, 2, 3, 4 south, 2 north. South is leading. So take the story things along a little. I think you can tell by the look on my face this was not the right way. You're in a north-south corridor which ends as a dead end. You look around the rock face for signs of anything interesting when suddenly a rock breaks loose above you and lands on your head. Although the blow was not particularly hard, you find you are feeling dizzy. You fight to remain conscious and are unable to do so and slump to the ground. When you open your eyes, you are at a junction. We're back at 52. God, it's taken us right back to the start. We go north, south, or east. I can remember the way. No, actually, no, I'm not going to say that because the last time I said that, we lost. North, south, or east? I think north was the way here when we had to turn right, according to the little men. We're right back over that side of the maze. Stupid book. Or should I go back to that last choice where we went south and pretend we went north instead? No, that would be cheating. North is 354. We've been there. And here's where we had to go. Yep, we went round the bend to the west, then to 308. Okay. And then from 308 to go 160. I am leading us through because I do remember this. 160 at a crossroads, 267, which took us onto the cobbledy bit. Oh no, it didn't. South from there took us onto the cobbledy bit, 246. And we know the cobbledy bit is the route through. And then we went north, 329. And then we went east, 299. See, I do remember. And then we went north, 359. This is the way through. And we were at a crossroads, and I can't remember from this crossroads. North was 190, south was 94, east was 121, west was 385. I think west was it. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And then west again, 297. Feel your agency slipping away. I'm getting us back to where we were. $150. Right. Here we are. This is where we chose to go south and hit our head. I don't know the exit. Right. This is where we were, where we chose to go south and we hit our head. Do we go north here? Now my wife's trying to troll me. We hit our head when we went south.
Go south and duck.
She says go south and duck. Not an option. North.
West.
North. Yes. We're getting through. You walk up a long corridor, round a sharp hairpin bend at the top, and finally east-west corridor, eastwards to another crossroads. Okay, we're at another crossroads. This is a new crossroads. Yes, I don't recognize any of these numbers. We're at a new crossroads. Yes, she is. He's trolling us. North, south, east, or west at this new crossroads?
West and west again, then west and south.
And we have approached from the west, I believe. North, south, east, or west? Green Dragon says north. Everyone's saying north. Apart from the wife who keeps saying west. So where we came from.
Didn't you? You went north, so you came from the south.
No, it looped round. It did that passageway. Okay, north 106. The passageway runs ahead northwards. For some time, we may rest along the way to eat. Don't need to eat. It then bends to the west and begins to get quite narrow. You reach a small rocky arch, which you will have to stoop to get through. On the other side of the arch, you pause and look around. You're in a large cavern which disappears into distant blackness. The cavern is partially lit by natural light, which streams in through a hole in the roof. You cannot see a way through. As you shine your lantern around the cavern, you hear a rumble. A dull glow flickers in the blackness. Suddenly, a jet of fire shoots from the depths of the cavern, narrowly missing you and singeing the mossy growths on the wall. You throw yourself on the ground and look up to see a large dragon stalking out of the darkness towards you. Smoke curls from its nostrils. Its scaly red skin glistens with an oily covering. The beast is some 15 meters long. How will we attack the creature? Do we draw our sword, or do we search our memory for another means of attack? Say the words. Do we have? Yes, we do. Yeah, memory. Those who were here last week may remember what happened. No one wants to draw a sword and attack. 15 meters is about 50 feet. Bit under 50 feet. Big. Search our memory for another means of attack. Does the name Firetop Mountain mean anything to you? You know why we only got 2 keys? Because we didn't go the right way very early on. We went exactly the same way as the last time we came through this book when we didn't find enough keys. You know, when you cross the river and it says there's a passageway off to the northwest, a passageway up, you follow the bank to the east so you can go for the door. Last time we went straight for the door. This time we went straight for the door. I have a feeling the keys might be in the other 2 directions. Maybe. Anyway. 26. I know I've heard of Joe DiMaggio. I don't like baseball. I really don't like baseball, but I have heard of Joe DiMaggio. You remember DiMaggio's small leather-bound book and silently mouth the spell contained within its pages. You shout loudly at the dragon, and it stops in its tracks. It cocks its head to one side and eyes you suspiciously. You fling a stone at its head, and the rock bounces off its nose. The beast lets out an angry cry and breathes deeply, a roaring sound being created from within its throat. The dragon exhales, and from between its teeth, you can see another fireball building up. You prepare yourself, and as the ball of flame comes from its mouth, you cry, Ekil Erif, Ekam Erif, DiMaggio. The fireball continues no further. With an agonized scream, the dragon tries to shake the flames from its snout, but there the burning continues. Squealing in agony, the dragon turns its back and leaps into the blackness, flailing its head from side to side. We didn't encounter an iron cyclops. Is that the key we need? Safe for the moment, you investigate the cavern and find a passageway which continues to the west. Turn to 274. Don't need to eat provisions. We don't need to add luck. We are at maximum. You leave the cavern along a narrow corridor. After several hundred meters, it ends at a large wooden door which is slightly ajar. Carefully, you ease it open a little further and poke your head around the side to see what is in the room. You see a small old man sitting at a table on his own, playing with a pack of cards. He looks quite harmless. Old, grey-haired and bearded. He is seated. What shall we do? Burst through the door, sword drawn to surprise him? Knock on the door and enter, greeting him courteously? Or get down on all fours and try to creep in unnoticed? So, attack him, greet him, or sneak up on him. Those are your choices. Looks harmless, yeah. Courtesy or curtsy? The positioning of the E is what matters. No, this isn't the guy with the homunculus. I don't think so, anyway. Three, be nice. One, attack. One, sneak. Anybody else voting? It's 3 for be nice. 1 for attack and 1 for sneak. Hello, Keldin. You can't do anything in these. You just read what's there. Yeah, he did indeed. Did indeed live this long next to a dragon. You might be right, don't mess. So, looks like we're going to be nice, doesn't it? 356. The old man looks at you, accepts your greetings, and bids you to sit down. You sit at the table and notice that he's glaring at you. His piercing stare is becoming hypnotic, but you realize this and break eye contact. He opens his mouth to speak, and to your amazement, instead of an old man's voice, the whole room resonates to a powerful voice which seems to be coming from the walls themselves. You throw a glance back to the old man, and you see him changing before your very eyes. He is of imposing height. His tattered old rags have become robes of velvet and gold. His black eyes are fixed directly on yours. He has been expecting you. There we go. That is him. I know exactly who he is. The battle will call upon all your reserves of strength and cunning. Your adversary has disappeared and now stands at the far end of the room in front of a door with 2 locks. How will you approach him? Grip your sword firmly and advance towards him. Look through our pack for a new weapon to use, or look around the room for another means of attack or defense. So use our sword, look through our pack, or look around the room. Those are your choices. Cheers, Slant. I shall see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we are playing the second part of Reign of Terror. We've completed the first adventure, moving on to the second adventure, 1794, coming towards the end of the French Revolution. It is June 1794. And cheers, Mage. I was going to stop this stream about 10 minutes ago, but we are right at the very end. So we're looking around the room. I know we're about to fail, unfortunately, but we might as well. We might as well play this through until the end. Yeah, Call of Cthulhu tomorrow. Starting 2 o'clock GMT, which is early in the morning for a lot of people in America. Test your luck. We are lucky because our luck is at maximum. Turn to 289. Where's there's the book. I have a book. Yeah. That's what we're playing tomorrow. Two till 6 on my Discord. You look frantically around the room but can see nothing to aid you. Suddenly your eyes stop on the pack of cards he was fingering as you entered, and you remembered the rumors and stories the villagers told you. The Warlock's power comes from his cards. The sorcerer sees your interest in them, and you both rush for the table. You get there first. Leave those alone, he screams, or you risk my fullest wrath. But you move backwards and set fire to one with your lantern. He cries out wildly and then begins to plead with you to leave them alone. One by one, you burn the cards, and as you do, the Warlock diminishes in stature. As the last card goes up in flames, he stands facing you, a broken man. My book, he croaks as he tries to unlock the door on the far side. You race across to him and with your sword drawn spring at him. Resolve this battle. And because he hasn't got his cards, he's easy. He's only got a skill of 7. So we're going to batter him. 1 win. Oh, he cursed us. He has damaged us. The blue dice have gone bad. 2 wins. We're going to beat him 6 times to knock him out. 3 wins. We've got 6 more skill than he has. So 4 wins. 5 wins. 6. He had to roll 6 or more than us in order to even equal us. He had a skill of 7 because we burnt his cards. 396. With the Warlock now defeated, you know your quest is almost over. You approach the door with 2 locks. There were no keys around. You retrieve 2 keys from your pack and try them in the locks. They turn. You open the door and peer around. Turn to 242. We have got 2 keys. The door opens to reveal a small, dimly lit room. The walls are hung with ornate curtains laced in silver and gold. A single flame burns in one corner, throwing light on a low table in the middle of the floor. On this table is a large chest. You step up to investigate the chest, and from all around, yet from nowhere, a mysterious sound fills the room. It sounds like the rumbling of thunderclouds preparing to make a storm. You approach the chest and see that it is held shut by 3 locks. As you approach, the noise gets louder. What will we do? We can only hack at the box because we've only found 2 keys. We haven't got 3 keys. We can't do that. As you prepare to strike the box, the rumbling sound gets louder. You lift your sword high and prepare to strike. As your blade comes down on the box, a loud crack deafens you. From one corner of the room, a small bolt of lightning darts through the air to the sword hilt, sending you reeling across the room. Just tested me luck. If you're lucky, your sword has shattered and lies on the floor, but you managed to release your grip just before the lightning struck. If we were unlucky on that check, our charred remains have formed a small black outline. But we haven't got enough keys. We haven't got enough keys. Turned 139. Yes, this is going to be the end. During your adventure, you will have come across various keys and should have collected some of these. You may now use 3 of these keys to try to open the locks on the chest. If you do not have 3 numbered keys, this is the end of your journey. You sit on the chest and weep as you realize that you will have to explore the mountain once more in order to find the keys. Yep. It's twice we've done that. Twice. We need to go a different route early on. That's what's going wrong. We're going the same way at the start every time. So try and remember back which directions we took early on, and go a different way, because we need to find the other areas. But I'm going to draw this stream to a close because we've gone past midnight, which is pumpkin hour. I'll be back on Wednesday with another stream where we're going to be discussing dungeon creation, techniques for creating dungeons, ideas, why the dungeons are there, what purpose they serve, that sort of thing. So if you want to join in, by all means, I'll see you next Wednesday, same time. And if you fancy a bit of Call of Cthulhu tomorrow, we do have 3 spare characters. So Discord, 2 p.m. GMT, which varies in America. So I know it's 8 o'clock for Omen Owl who plays. So if you're up for that anyway, you're more than welcome to join in. I'll see you again. I've been the Old Geek, and thank you to everyone in chat. It's been frustrating tonight. Cheers, fellas.